Hi guys, these 307 Peugeots, you have the oil cooler that leaks here, and you've got the oil cooler bolting up onto the block up here. Hang on. I'm gonna just go to one bolt, right? See that bolt there? That bolt. Now I'm gonna zoom out. You can see the gasket around it, right? Okay. Those bolts come loose. It's not the first time I've seen it. Very important note as well. These oil coolers, when they leak off the block, they tend to only leak when the car's cold. So it can be very, very tricky to diagnose. And I'll tell you sort of how tricky. You could literally drive the car all day. And if the car's warm after you degrease it, you can drive the car and run it for 8 hours and it will not leak. And then it'll need overnight and then it'll leak in the morning. Can be a little bit hard to diagnose because the sump bolts come loose on these as well. So go over the bolts. I understand that the gasket can age and leak, but on this particular car, the car's fixed. We're struggling to get parts for it. And the oil leak is fixed, and it was quite a severe oil leak, to be honest. What else? Okay, so the two bolts that I showed you, okay? So anyone who's gonna do the job is gonna intimately know these bolts. See that nut and bolt? See how it's behind the intake manifold? Brilliant. That one and that other one above it, there. They're the ones you wanna tighten. Okay, now the other two, you get from here. Very, very difficult, and it's not ideal. Like guys, I'm not telling you not to take your intake manifold out and replace the seal. But on this case, the car is fixed. I have back tested it for 2 days. Okay, it's been fairly cool in Sydney and it has been fixed. So I've stopped having to take the intake manifold out because someone else has done the job. An indication that they're gonna be loose is that the sump is loose as well, all the bolts around the sump. Go over your sump bolts. Also go over the, you can't get all of them, but I remember on these, we had a couple where the oil pump is. So if you're doing a timing belt and all that, the oil pump, where the relief valve sort of molding is for the oil pump, those bolts come loose and it just pisses oil out externally. Might not be the worst thing in the world, you know, like it's repairable, and if the car's all right, you don't want to be throwing your car away because someone's telling you it's a head gasket or something. So hope that helps and have a good day. Bye.